I'm here at my Hoopty Fleet headquarters, and you're probably looking for the latest addition to my Hoopty Fleet. Got some problems, so bear with me for just a second. Was it in gear? Oh. No, it's not in gear. I'm just out of shape. Oh. Come on. Oh. Okay, it's got a flat tire, and that's why it's so hard to push. I'll pause you guys, and we'll be back right after these messages. Gotta try for a rolling start this time. Okay, come on, baby. Go. Yes. Yes. Oh, there she is. Yes. Okay, don't crap the door. All right. Come on. Okay. There we go. All right. Out. Out. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, let's stop. 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 That, folks, was my microphone that just tore. There it is. Damn it. Sound's gonna be really bad in this video. Oh. Well, that was cute. I figured I'd show my brute physicality and push this thing out instead of just using a jump box like a normal person. And I ended up tangling my microphone into the mirror and breaking it. $100 down the drain. And now I get to use this as my microphone. I'm like Bob Barker. So help control the pet population and have your pet spayed or neutered. And anyway, here is my 2002 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, which I purchased for only $11,000, making it at the time the cheapest running Z06 Corvette in the USA with a clean title. And of course, now there's one for sale on eBay that's $1,000 cheaper, but whatever. The current new 2018 Z06 is really an incredible 650 horsepower machine that embarrasses supercars, and somebody we all might know may have posted about one of those yesterday. Daddy! But here really is the beginning, not of the Z06, but when Chevy built something that was really a performance contender for modern exotics. The Z06 name was actually used once before this in 1963 for a racing version of the second generation Corvette, which gave various performance upgrades and a 36-gallon fuel tank for endurance racing. The rare time you see one of those old ones selling, they fetch like $500,000 or more. As far as modern cars go, really the fourth generation Corvette ZR1 was a pretty impressive feat for the early 90s and certainly deserves an honorable mention. It could keep up with a Countach and a Testarossa, but that's really not saying much. They couldn't perform very well back then. Really, this Z06, which launched in 2001, is the real first performance contender from the modern era and could still probably beat 80% of the cars you find showing up at a local track night today. But this one's not beating anybody right now because it's kind of broken. As you can see, my Z06, while it is kind of dirty, looks really good, and it has that pretty electron blue color, and it only has 104,000 miles on it. Really nothing for an old LS V8, and it's actually a one-owner car with a clean history report. Unfortunately, this one owner must have not liked this thing very much because it needs a lot of work. But it starts and it runs and it drives. It just has a dead battery because the security system is acting up, and it didn't come with a remote key fob. So my LS Swap Porsche 911 is here to the rescue. It's going to ceremoniously bring my new Hoopty back to life. The hood opens this way, you ding dong. Really? Okay. broke loose. Now the engine, it runs and drives just fine. There's no worries there. But as you can see in the startup, the ABS and the traction control are totally dead, which makes this thing kind of a death trap. Now I have to be careful not to stall it, but I did bring my BMW briefcase along with me just in case. As far as other issues, I have zero response from the climate control for the blower motor. It just doesn't get going, so that's no heat, no air conditioning. I also have a cracked windshield that is just right in the middle of my field of vision, just right there in front of me. And then there's the seat. Whoever owned this car before must have been a big old boy, or gal, Doug, and they just totally collapsed the seat. My left buttock is sitting like 2 inches lower than the right, and I'm sitting right on the metal of the seat. It's just completely destroyed. And it definitely doesn't help the stereotype of the average Corvette owner. Sorry. Also, the seat motor is totally dead, so I can't adjust the there. I'm actually all the way back, and I need to go forward a little bit, and I can't. And this makes the seat just horribly uncomfortable because I'm sitting with a port and list and my back twisted, and it sucks. Interior has its normal Fisher-Price kind of supplier deal with its stuff, which is pretty much expected with a Corvette of this era, and the biggest gripe everybody makes, but it's actually held together pretty well. Right, highway on ramp, now I can give her all she's got. Whoa, it slipped. Goodness, okay. This thing really is a handful without all of its stability system and traction control and everything designed to keep it on the road. It's pretty dang scary. About the Z06 is it has a titanium exhaust from the factory, and it sounds really darn good, just totally stop. There's no reason to do a Borla or a Flowmaster on this thing unless you just want to be really loud and obnoxious, because it just sounds perfect as is. But I'll go more into the details of the Z06 when it's less broken and less deadly. So really, this cheapest Z06 really isn't all that bad, and it might actually be one of my better purchases in the history of this channel. My plans are to keep it stock for the most part and fix what it needs, so when I do actually want to sell it, I might not lose thousands for a change. Of course, I'll report on the ownership experience and what it's like to own one of these for a longer period after I sort out the scoliosis-inducing seats and the other annoying stuff. But I also have a few challenges in mind, and that involves my Porsche 911. For those of you that didn't follow my Porsche build, I actually blew up the original 248,000 mile engine on this 1999 Porsche 911 and swapped in an LS V8 from a wrecked Corvette. I spent more than $17,000 on this swap, which could have bought me a nice example of a Z06, which probably would outperform this Frankenstein Porsche. Maybe. So to justify this purchase, I'm going to pit it against the 911 in a series of challenges, and after sorting out this vet, we'll see which car is better at the drag strip and a track day, and who knows what else. And if you think this is a classic case of an addict using excuses to justify one more, hit that like button. And as always, thank you for watching. This is Ronnie, speaking for The Price is Right, a Mark Goodson television production.